Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you guys how to do eyebrows. I did get a couple of requests about it, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. I got some new products recently. They're drugstore products, so you can get them from CVS, Walgreens, anything of that nature. I got the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and it looks like this. And then I also picked up the NYX Eyebrow Gel, and it looks like this. I got these two from Target, and they're both in the shade Espresso, so I think that would match pretty much with my hair, my eyebrows, and my hair. So you want to go something similar to your eyebrows and your hair. That way everything just goes together instead of looking crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing that you want to do is make sure your eyebrows are groomed. So you want to make sure your hairs are cleaned up and everything like that. I went ahead and did mine the other day, so mine are pretty much cleaned up right now. And once you make sure that stuff is done, you want to take a spoolie. So you take the spoolie. The good thing about this eyebrow pencil is it's double-sided, so you actually have the product on this side and then you have the spoolie on this side instead of having to have two separate things. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look right here into this mirror. That way I'm not looking down like this and you guys don't see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to look into this mirror that I have with this palette right here. I'm going to go ahead and take it and I'm going to brush out my eyebrow hairs. And just for the sake of showing you how both products work, what I am going to do is I'm going to do the right eye with the eyebrow gel, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye with the pencil. I think I might have to switch out my mirrors, that way my lighting doesn't keep acting really funky. I have no idea what that's about. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eyebrow gel and put a little dab right here on the back of this earring holder, whatever this thing is called. Just because I tried putting it on the back of my hands, and this product is waterproof and smudge proof, so it was hell trying to get it off. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and use an angle brush, and I'm going to dip it right into the product. This product also makes your brush really stiff after you're done, so you want to make sure that you are cleaning it with a makeup wipe, or actually going through and cleaning it with Dawn or any kind of dish detergent to get the bacteria and the product and all that good stuff out. So yeah, so I'm going to start by outlining the bottom part of my brow, just taking this product. And you want to make sure that you don't take a lot, because once you take a lot it's harder to work with. It's better off to start off with a little bit of product than to start off with a lot of product, because you can always build it up, but it's harder to take it away. So yeah, so I'm starting off with a little bit, and then I'm going through and I'm picking up more product as I go. So the bottom part is outlined. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's outlined. So what I'm going to go through is create little brow like strokes like this, just to mimic brow hairs. That way it looks as natural as it possibly can. And just following the shape of my natural brow. I don't want to create a whole nother brow or create something completely different than what I have. I'm just following the natural shape. So once again, I'm just pushing that up like so. And I'm going through and fixing the bottom, because I have some to fix on the bottom. And then you want to be light-handed towards the front. You don't want to be heavy-handed towards the front, because then you'll have way too much product and you'll have these really blocky eyebrows. And yeah, so you want to be really light-handed. And then sometimes I do my eyebrows first, sometimes I do my eyebrows last, sometimes I do them in the middle of my makeup routine. It's all personal preference. So now that I have that product on there, what I am going to do again is go ahead and take my spoolie like I have before, and then just brush out the product in my brow hairs to disperse that product evenly. And then also when you outline your brow, sometimes you have like a little line on the bottom of your brow, so brushing it out will go ahead and get rid of that line. Okay, like that. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clean up the brow. So I do have my NW45 Studio Finish Concealer by MAC, and I'm going to take a concealer brush like so. And this one is from Morphe. It's the Morphe M224. It's one of my favorite brushes for concealing. I'm going to go ahead and take my brush and dip it right into my product. And I'm going to pick up a good amount on there because this brush is a little dense. So I'll make sure I have enough on there to do what I need to do. So now I'm going to go ahead and when I outline my brow, I always start off in the middle. Usually when I do anything with my brows, I always start off in the middle. Yeah. So, alright. I'm going to go ahead and start by carving the bottom part of my brow out like so. Keep it down, that way the lighting doesn't keep going in and out. Need to get more light. And then clean up this part. Now, sometimes I feel like this concealer doesn't clean it up sharply enough like how I would like it. However, it is close to my skin tone, so that's why I like it. Sometimes I blend out with my fingers, sometimes I use a damp beauty blender, but I'm going to use a damp beauty blender today. And it's actually my Real Techniques beauty sponge. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to blend out that product. That way everything is nice and seamless and nothing is too blotchy or blocky. But since I'm feeling like that's not as cleaned up as I would like it, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Cafe. This is a lighter shade, so it will serve as a highlight color for my brows. And I'm going to use the same brush that I had before. So put it on the back of my hand, and I have some powder on the back of my hand. But put it on the back of my hand, and I'm dipping my brush into the product. And I'm going to go ahead and clean it up just a little bit more. That way it's a little more sharp. I don't like them too sharp, but I like them to be really, really clean. So I'm going to go in with that and then just clean it up a little bit more. Just because this product is a whole lot more creamier than the MAC product, the MAC concealer. And then going in with my Real Techniques beauty sponge again, just to blend it out. And then if you notice, I am bringing the concealer down to my lid, because if you're going to go ahead and do eyeshadows, this can serve as a primer as long as you set it with some setting powder. So now we have one brow done. If you're a fan of cleaning up your top part of your brow, you can do that as well. Sometimes I don't clean up the top part because I want it to be a little more natural, so I just leave it as is. But if you would like to, I can go ahead and do that for the sake of the video, just in case you guys like that part to be cleaned up as well. So I like to turn my brush sideways like this and then just clean up the top part of my brow. And then make sure you turn your head, that way you can see where your arches are and everything like that on your brow. So then just taking my beauty sponge again and blending that out. And one brow down, one brow to go. So then now I'm going to go in with my micro pencil again, and I'm going to brush out the hairs of this brow. And then I'm going to take the other side, which is the pencil, to fill it in. So go ahead and wind up some of the product like so, and then I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the bottom part, like outlining the bottom part of this brow. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the top part. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill it in. bringing it on down. So I'm going to go in and add some more concealer, that Maybelline concealer. And then if you mess up, you can always go through and add more product to wherever you messed up. The concealer is the best part if you mess up, if you add too much brow pencil or brow gel, because it will clean that up for you. And then if you add too much concealer, you can go in with either one, the brow gel or the brow pencil, to clean it up. So if you make a mistake, there's always a way to fix it. So don't stress it. And then I'm just going to go through and blend it out. You can use your fingers. Your fingers are better to blend it out because your fingers are warm. Your fingers are your best tool sometimes. So don't be afraid to get them messy. Okay, so that part is down, and then I'm just going to go ahead and, just like I did with this brow, I'm going to go ahead and clean up the top part of it. I'm going to go in with my brow pencil again just to fix it, because right in here I took away a little too much product. So I'm going to go back in and fix it just by using little teeny tiny strokes and fixing it. And then also on the tail part of it, took a little too much off. Okay, so now it looks exactly how I want it to. And the last step that I am going to do is I'm going to set them with some clear brow gel. This is by Anastasia, Beverly Hills, just to make sure my brows stay put and stay in place all day long. That way they don't move, because I do have some unruly hair sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and place some brow gel on it. That way they stay all day long. Alright, and this is the final look. So some people do their brows different. This is how I do my brows. I don't do them the exact same all the time, but this is how I am currently doing them right now. If anything changed, I'll make sure to do an updated brow tutorial. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next tutorial.